There is a group of men who specifically prey on spiritually weak women, right? Women who are dragged down by chains, who are in bondage, right? Who the enemy has his grass and his hooks on. But see, the thing about it is these men, right? They can sense that, right? They know that. They can hear and see the chains dragging in the bondage before you even open up your mouth. They know it by your fruit because they have the same fruit. Now let's hear it. 2 Timothy 2:6, and it says, "For among them are those who enter into," listen to this, "households and captivate weak women." So captivate means, right, to hold one's attention, one's focus, one draw, to pull you in, right, with what is on the outside. You see? So they draw you in with what's shining. It could be money, it could be body, it could be whatever, right? But they captivate weak women who are weak spiritually, who don't have discernment to discern what is going on, okay? Who are weighed down, listen to this, with sins. That's that bondage, okay? Led on by various impulses. So pretty much living a sinful lifestyle. Now let's hear the characteristics of said men. Okay, so 2 Timothy 2:2, it says they are lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, arrogant, rivalers. Okay, so rivalers is someone who uses harsh, abusive, or slanderous language, okay, to damage someone's reputation or character. All right. It also says that they are disobedient to parents, they're ungrateful, they're unholy, right? They're unloving, irreconcilable, or they're malicious gossips, right? Without self-control, brutal, haters of good, they're treacherous, reckless, okay, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, okay, holding to a form of godliness, although they have denied its power. And then it says in verse 5, 2 Timothy 2:5, avoid such men. So the Bible gave you their fruit. Okay, because it already tells us you know them by fruit. It gives you that fruit. That's their characteristics, right? So with that being said, these men specifically look for women, right, who are weighed down. And you gotta be careful too, because just because you aren't weighed down with these things, there are still men who take pleasure in corrupting a woman who may not be weighed down with all these sins, but it could be a conquest, a challenge, right? Oh, I'm gonna pervert this good girl. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, God bless. The Bible warns of men to stay away from, and also warns of women to stay away from. Now I'll do a video on that another time, but I already done one before. But for men, yeah, go to Proverbs. Proverbs tells you about the adulterous woman and stuff like that. Pretty much it warns and talks about adulterous woman a lot in the book of Proverbs for the men. With that being said, man, God bless.